Alrighty, today let's work on some hip drops. So when hip drops are obviously a really important part of Middle Eastern dance. And so when we're doing one, we want to start by putting all our weight on one leg. Now you don't want to lock that knee. Obviously you never want to lock your knees. So you want to keep it a little, you're going to end up being engaged in your quad, because all your balance is going to be on that one leg, because we're going to utilize our obliques to lift and release. So you're going to scrunch that up towards your rib cage and release. So squeeze and then release. Squeeze and release. Keep your chest open, of course, and pretty arms always. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So when you're squeezing, you're preparing, and that's on the and then the drop is actually on the beat. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So it would be and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Same thing other side. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So you're squeezing in your obliques. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Keep that chest open. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Remember, we want to not lock. Keep that knee a little bit bent. Engage. Keep that all strong so that all your balance is coming obviously from your core. Always, balance is always coming from the core, but in that quad. It's going to get tired if you're going to do a lot of hip drops. And the drop is on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? Now, the next thing that we want to go over when we're doing a hip drop, it is very common to release that foot. So you're not flicking, you're not kicking. You don't want to put any kind of pressure on that knee. You just want to release your foot from the floor. So and the emphasis should still be on the hip drop. What I often see is a drop and then a kick. When we go 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's still the hip drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you still want to make sure the emphasis is on your hip dropping on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're still going to go and 1, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. It's just common to do every other one. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or however you want. But it's common to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So all you're doing is letting go of the floor. That's all you're doing, and straightening your leg. And you don't even have to like straighten it Rockette style. In fact, if you're just learning, you really just want to release the floor a little bit. If you're doing party dancing, you'll see that foot coming in because the hip, it's all about the hip. And you're just letting go of the floor. So, if you're doing rock sharky though, obviously, if you're doing a performance, you want it to be nice and pretty. So, you're going to extend that, point that toe, but if you're just learning, just let go of the floor. Okay, does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, you can message me and ask for clarity. But all you're doing is releasing the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The emphasis is still on the hip. So if you're struggling with keeping that hip drop going, forget about releasing the floor. Just concentrate on strengthening your obliques, keeping your chest open, having pretty arms, and dropping on the beat, okay? So let's put some music on. drop, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to breathe and have a happy heart. Drop, drop, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Make sure you're still supporting your spine. Don't forget to breathe. All your weight should be on that supporting leg. Have a happy heart. Let's do the other side. Drop, 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 drop. All your weight is on that supporting leg. Keep that chest open, support your spine. So don't let everything happen out here. Keep engaged up here. And we're engaging our obliques to make sure this happens. Drop, 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 drop. Keep that chest open. Don't forget to breathe. Now let's add that release. Drop, release. See how my hip continues to drop on the beat? Because it's still a hip drop, not a kick. Drop, release, drop, 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 drop. Make sure your balance is coming from your core and from that supporting leg. Really engage those obliques to make this happen. Other side. Drop, release. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop, 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 drop. Engage those obliques. Your shoulders should be back and down. Don't forget to breathe. Have a happy heart. Your balance is coming from your core, so check that. Check what your arms are doing. You're doing great. Almost there. Shake that out. Good job.